Alright. Testing. I can bring up the sound. Careful with my back. Testing. Testing. Yeah. Okay. Alright, Machiwa. Looks like everything else is good. Greetings, Miss Horror and Leo. Thank you for being here, Holy Ones. Machiwa. Hakachis. Omakatas. We are starting thy ceremony of spirit, of consciousness. We are going to begin this dialogue. Hakoye. Starseeds Lightworkers awakening. That means you. Some of you are those, what you call Indigo Ray Children. Are you one of those Indigo Ray or Blue Ray? Cool. We are going into this discussion, the Starseed talk. We are talking, speaking. Starseed speak. Speak up. Mako yes. Oyama. How are you, Holy One? Amaka. I gotta take off this tag because it's scratching me. Don't you guys hate that? Without trying to tear anything. Alright. Alright, Candace is in the house. Welcome, sister. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for helping out and watching out for this Akuchi. It's a good time, a good energy, a good vibe, brothers and sisters. Yeah, Ichima. We're going for this realization. We're going for this spiritual awakening. Wake up! Wake up! Stop! Silence your thoughts. Go into a deeper you could say realization. It's only when you quiet your mind and go close your eyes in this relaxed position are you going to experience some of these awakua. Nichivas. Kemasias. Sup, boss man. How's the back? Well, it's doing better. Thank you for asking. Not perfect, because I can't sit here without support. It's like, what? I'm not going to take a chance. Thank you for asking. Curtis Craig in the house. Welcome, Holy One. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we're ready to explore these concepts, this realization. It starts with your own thoughts. Don't let them just control your life. Guide your life. Don't let your own thoughts, what I mean is all of that chatter. You're really not awakened. You're really not aware until you can take control. Because think about the alternative. You're not in control of your thoughts. So it's your thoughts that are controlling you. And meditation helps you to do this. Because you're standing or sitting and breathing very still. And it's a conscious effort. It's your consciousness that is who you are. An energy, a spirit, somehow inside your body, somewhere, part of your body. What is your body? This is a vehicle for the spirit. So we're not this body. Notice it dies, but the spirit doesn't die. Nothing really dies anyways. It all transmutes. This entire body, living, dying, it will eventually transmute, until there's nothing left of the body. It changes form. Everything is alive. Everything is conscious. Excuse me. There is no real death. There's only, when you say something about a rotting corpse, this is all transmutation happening in front of you. Transmutation is happening. Nothing is being destroyed completely. It's just changing different form. So your definition of life, what do you mean? Everything is live. So maybe this is an ancient type of realization. It's very relevant for you now in 2022. Chima. Kochiwas. Reincarnation. Candace, I tell myself to stop thoughts and memory. Be still, calm, quiet, peaceful. There you go. You actually just go through this process, this ritual. You've memorized this. You've done it before. You just do it again and again and again. Daily, regularly. You go through consciousness exercises. I'm not talking about mind power, but that's good too. Why not? There's no reason why you can't evolve not only your body, go to the gym, eat well. Well, what about your mind? You can actually change your intelligence. You can change your conscious awareness, your connection. You can change that by focus, by intention. So we are beings that are trying to become better, evolved. So you are thoughts. But thoughts are what? What are thoughts? They're words. Words. Language. Word is a section in language. A measurement, a small increment in language. Word. Thought. You think words, but you also think pictures. Just as I'm looking at you, you look at me, or you look at your TV, or you look at a little animal or pet. Look at your love. You're in this thoughts, words, and pictures. You're seeing, hearing, taste, smell, but more. Words. Take your mind to what is thought. What is thought? What is thought? Hear yourself talking. I am talking. Where's that mind, that idea, that thought coming from? Where is it really? Can I see it? Is there a tool that helps me see my thought? I can't see my thought. I can only experience thought. I'm experiencing thought in my mind, but what is mind? Mind is not just a location. It's where your thoughts are located inside your mind. And they say your mind is around here, somewhere around your brain. You believe in spirit? Is that in your brain? Makaya. So you have science, a polarized half side of the story, not the whole side. You're not going to find all the answers. You're not finding all the answers because you're polarized. You're ignoring your other half, and the other half is ignoring you. That's why I say hippies, don't forget physics. Don't ignore the other half. You are the other half too. You are a whole being, are you not? Are you living, acting, as a whole, holistic, complete, not just science, wrong, not just hippiness, not just spiritual, oh, both, yes, yay, crowd cheering, you did it, both. Notice there's no neutral, there's this, that, or both. There's no third option. Kaya Vasitas. I'm just playing with you, honey. You're God's sovereign free. You have free will. You can do whatever the F you want. So, do whatever the F you want. I'm just giving you some ideas and tips from the freedom teachings. From the unity consciousness, from law of one. I am God, and that is not blasphemy. This is a realization within oneself. God is inside oneself. God is within all our God's thoughts. All our God. Why would you make a separation in your mind? Because something told you to separate God from who you are. You're part of God. You are what is God. Sorry. God's individualized itself. And it's an it. And it's not bad to say God is an it. You think it is what? An animal or some creature? Or an inanimate object like a rock? A tree? Well, what do you mean inanimate? See, that means no spirit. It's not alive. That's your problem, scientists. Everything is alive. You're not in a physical world. And if you've known that for a while, everything's vibrating. How long have you had quantum physics? Look it up on Google. How long have we had quantum physics? So you have known for how long? There's nothing solid. So what the F? Nothing is physical. It's all vibrating. What does that tell you? This world is not real. It's made to appear real. You're experiencing it as real. So, what's real? So we're in a reality. We're in this hologram. And it's real. Wow. No, it's not. This is not physical. Remember? It's vibrating. So imagine this whole thing, if it's made up of a bunch of tiny dots, all of your cells and atoms, all your atoms are vibrating. They're not solid stuff. You're not made of solid stuff. So what does that mean? I'm vibrating. Being projected at a frequency. We're in a frequency. It gives us, within this frequency of 3D, you can have physical things from point A to point B, from the most dense, the lowest, to the highest within 3D. You're going to have physicality, because within that bandwidth, if you're a rock, you're at the bottom, right? Because or a steel, diamond, whatever, the most strongest, heaviest, or dense. Well, actually, that wouldn't be those. We want the dense. We just want dense, most heaviest, more and more and more. That's lower and lower and lower. The least dense, hardly physical at all, is the better, is the higher, more evolved being. So, vibrate high, vatos. Yeah. What's up? We got our regulars in the house. And maybe my lives aren't growing yet, but it seems like my videos are starting to pick up a little bit more. Like a tiny bit. I noticed a tiny difference. So I think that'll roll over eventually when I get to 2,000, 3,000. I can't wait to get to 3,000. I'll be so happy when I get to. I'm happy about 2,000 around the corner, but I really want to see what 3,000 does, much less 5. Remember, my goal is 5,000. I will do things differently. I will behave differently. I'm still going to put out content, just better content, because I'll be able to focus on it instead of being focused on putting out something all the time. You literally have to do this to grow, you guys. Don't be irritated too long. I have to put out a lot of content. I'm going to be pushing it out, pushing it out, pushing it out. It takes a lot of time just to do a 60-second video, much less a 45-minute video. But dude, I've learned so much from doing short videos. How to edit better. How to cut down the trim it down, baby. You can take a 60-minute video and trim it down to 15 minutes. Concentrate it, and you get more attention span. People watch longer, all the way through sometimes. Now, so that benefited me to learn about editing, and I'm still learning, guys, and I haven't reached the best of my level yet. Don't worry. Your brother Thavian is awakening too. You're awakening. I'm awakening. Hey, we're doing this together. I'm so happy to see you guys again. Literally, we're like, some of us are reincarnate together. Like, sometimes we're related as brother and sister. Maybe sometimes we're husband and wife. Maybe sometimes I'm your son, or maybe I'm your daughter. You know, you're not always boys. Sometimes you will be reincarnate as a girl. You don't like that idea? Well, treat girls nice, because someday you're going to be a girl. And vice versa, girls. Someday you're going to have a penis. You know? I mean, not in this life. I mean, some other life you'll be a man. Sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. Some of you are so prudes. Sorry. Stop it! Whoosh. Get out that whip, man, like Indiana Jones type of whip. Whoa. You should be able to, you know, just go whoosh, and scare the hell out of most people, because you know that will rip skin up real quick. Whoosh. Don't worry, honey, I'm not trying to do that to you. Sorry, I'm like a hippie right now. I do take showers. Yeah, man, it was like, what? Are you kidding me? Even with the wet towel. You know? But that's not going to compare to... No, it's kind of like a twist. He does like that. He does one around. Not just like that. You gotta go like this, like a cowboy, and then whip. He also used it to grab stuff far away. I mean, you know, you grab your bottle of beer like that. Shit. I will do that with CGI, okay? No, I told you guys I'm gonna get in shape, so after this back is healed, I'm getting in shape, man. I already started. I did 1 push-up yesterday. No, I did like, well, come on, dude. I just hurt my back, so I'm being careful. But anyways, I only did like 15 push-ups. But that's for me at 1 set. I'm used to doing a set. I'm supposed to do eventually like freaking 5, 6 sets. But you wouldn't do that if you're using weights too. You don't just do push-ups. You don't even do push-ups. You work with dumbbells. I have a bench outside, and I took that even when I was homeless because I knew I was going to need to be active. And I was definitely active when I was boondocking. Man, it was awesome. But there's some things I didn't like the feeling of not being secure, like some crazy person or dangerous animal or whatever could come along, and I'm always out there, so the odds are higher I'm going to run into some danger. Not like I'm trying to manifest that. I'm just saying I'm not in that situation anymore, but oh man. See, I still have to watch my back. And that's because I haven't strengthened it yet until I get healed. This is going to take a month or so because I'll have to every week do back exercises until I get the strength up. I know how to do it. It's just like I'm starting from scratch. So we're all on a life journey. Like some of the stuff I'm saying about my personal life is part of my journey, part of my energy, part of my experience. We're gonna learn from some suffering or not. It's all about your consciousness and how you can really be self-control over your thoughts, over your reactions, over judging people. You can train yourself. You're an adult. No one's, your mommy or daddy's not gonna train you to do it. You got to do it now yourself. There's no reason why nobody can learn something online or something for free with enough research. Go on the books. You can't buy books, then go to the library, look online at websites. It's free. You can learn knowledge, man. You can learn math, you can learn science, biology, all online by actually being active in your consciousness, wanting to learn, wanting to evolve. Once again, we go back to what are thoughts? Words. What are words, thoughts, ideas, phrases, concepts? What does a baby first learn? Go to the raw of it, of consciousness. Know what is thoughts. Don't just get lost and find no solution. No, you're active and aggressively active in developing your consciousness. Self-controlling mind. Seeing. Part of thought isn't just words, sounds. Part of thought is what you're seeing in your mind. You don't realize that. You're talking to somebody, sometimes you see things in your mind, in your memory. When you're looking at someone else in their face and talking to them, you can look at memory. You're seeing. Vision. You're imagining. So you're capable of doing this on daily life. Talk to someone and think about something real quick while you're looking at them. You're thinking. You're not aware of it. Awareness. Being aware. Being conscious of you yourself, your identity. Know yourself as identity. What is your identity? And every time you go into a daily routine of this, you develop your concepts. You develop your visualization. You memorize it as it grows, and you keep growing it. My back is acting up. You keep growing it, and until you're going to have this awakening. You're going to break through. Some of you are breaking through. Some of you are having spiritual realizations. You're experiencing psychic powers. That's because you're activating your higher spiritual centers. Become aware of them and start focusing on them. Learn about how to activate them. And start it in your lifestyle. Don't just do exercises for your body. Do something for your consciousness and energy. Literally, we're talking about a literal spiritual energy. We're not talking about electricity or solar power or batteries or whatever. No. We're talking about a real spiritual energy, which basically means a dimensional, multi-dimensional energy. You can't even explain spiritual to someone without explaining dimensions. And who does that? Only someone like me, Christos Avatar, are we putting dimensions and stargates and spirituality in the same sentence. Because, and it's also about your DNA activations. Man, I should probably, I don't know why. Yesterday I had no problems, right? Sorry, guys. I'm not going to lay down again. I don't want to lay down again like I did, because Candace kind of gets excited. I'm just trying to be a normal person. I want to get better. I don't want to suddenly... You guys, this is exactly how I pulled my back. This is how it happened, sitting here with you. But I was sitting on one of those butt cushions, you know, and so that keeps your body at an angle. And I'm not... That's fine when I'm laying back doing my work, but not when I'm sitting up and trying to sit up. And my hip or my lower back is kind of off, and then who cares? It's not strong enough. I'm going to make it stronger. And if something in your life is physical happening, then there's an energetic, there's a spiritual aspect to it. It has to do with your energies and what's going on in your energies. Let's do what I did last time, okay? I'm gonna sit way in the back, but I might be a little bit out of focus. But this is just because of what's happening. It's really not worth hurting myself. Like I should have this straight. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know, we'll see. Chiwasu Komata. And we are gonna get lit. I might have to roll rawhide. I forgot to roll rawhide. Sorry if it's out of focus because it's a DSLR, but I'm not gonna, you guys can see me. So, testing. We're Starseeds, man. Some of you are what you call light workers. You're light workers. You're, because you feel like serving the good side. You feel like a good person. Not dark, not what people call evil. We're being, health, We might be getting your what you call values, your belief system, your religion's values. Is one of them about love, I hope? Like what would the love being, what would they be, what would be their creed? Their creed is love. Okay? Not hate. Not judging people in your minds. Okay? I made little short videos about this stuff, about your thoughts. Going on a shadow. Doing shadow work. You have dark aspects to yourself. If you find yourself having dark thoughts, and you think it's nothing, no big deal to have dark. You can think about whatever the F you want. It's not about that. It's not about religious guilt. Nothing like that. It's about your freaking... You know, you hear spiritual people talking about energy all the time. It's about your energy. It's not guilt or sin. It's about your energy. You have negative, terrible thoughts. You're in the polarity of these dark, false creeds. You're vibing at those attitudes and values and actions and reactions, and this is who you're aligning yourself with. You are behaving, you are being like, and aligning yourself with this consciousness. You're going to be interested in those kind of people, those kind of TV shows, those kind of social media, whatever. You're into dark thoughts, dark ideas, twisted ideas, sick ideas. It doesn't matter, it's just my ideas. No, it does matter. It affects your consciousness. And your consciousness is like a, you would say, an antenna array. You are, what you're thinking, vibrating at is what you're bringing in. You're connecting to a certain bandwidth. You're vibing. See, high vibers, and then there's people like what we're talking about, low vibers. Low vibers. Negative, you would say aggressive, dangerous. So we're like, wow. No, we're not following that. We know what's up with that. We know what you're doing. You may not know what you're doing. We do. What's up, holy ones? I feel safer in this position. I'm not feeling no, you know, when that lower back starts tingling like it's about to be pulled. I say, no thank you. No thank you. And my water's far away. I'm going to use my Indiana Jones whip to grab it. Hold on. See, the trick is you got to be able to accurately go like this and wrap, you know how the whip will wrap around without spilling, and being able to pull it. And then it goes shit right to your hand. Try it, Davian. I don't have a whip, man. I don't have a belt. I used to own belts. Not in this life. Shit. Does it look like I own belts? Or suits, for that matter? I got some in storage, but... yeah, that sucks. I gotta pay for storage when I can't just have the stuff with me instead of paying storage, right? Gaia Masita. Son of Nurgle's in the house. Welcome, brother. What's up, man? I really need a drink of water, guys. Life Monique. Machiwa-ness. King Smurgle Gurgle's son. Aw, you play World of Warcraft. The Viking and son of Nurgle. Wow. Oh no, he's talking to son of Nurgle. We got King Smurgle Gurgle, and we got son of Nurgle. Very interesting. You guys got some interesting conversation going on. Laugh Monique, Holy One. Candace wants to get lit. I don't practice nothing dark. It's the people who say they don't practice nothing dark that are the ones who are practicing dark. No. Dang. Even Miss Horror wants to get lit, or is getting lit. Damn, that's a long name, man. Keep your pants on, Candace. Damn, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, she doesn't keep her pants on, huh? Oh, you talking about my shirt, brother? Thank you, son of Nurgle. Yeah, vatos. I have that cosmic attitude going on, man. That vibe. I gotta be careful with my back. But dude, I was dancing and stuff. I want to dance. I should dance, you guys. Because it's like let's say you guys love to do ballet, or you love to do some type of let's say bodybuilding, or some type of, you know, rock climbing abilities, climbing, you know, they have training centers for that stuff. You know, something like that. Amakai wa Shimatas. You feel the vibration, you feel the energy, the spirit, the multidimensional consciousness. We are starseeds and light workers. We're meant to be, you would say, guides. You're not a sixth-dimensional angel, are you? Actually, I just posted that video on Facebook. It's about how we are actually, any being that's fifth dimensional is in the celestial reality field, and that is where those beings in that reality are called angels. And it's the beings, they're just ETs at a certain level. And then there's ETs in density 3. Density 3 beings are archangel. So we have those beings. And there's like 3 levels of that, archangels. And there's 1 level of the angel. Angels are just 6-dimensional. Archangels are 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensional. And your 10, 11, 12 avatars, some of your Christed avatar, are coming in from that Templar. We're part of that DNA. We're the sacred holy ones coming in with that DNA. You're holy. That's why I call you holy. What's up, holy ones? Sakai, yeah. Let's get lit. Yeah, let's get lit. Dude, sometimes that happens now since I have long hair. It gets stuck on something. I'm just leaning back. I'm leaning back on my hair, and then when you do that and you try to move it, ow. I need water, dude. I can't do this without water, right? Let's get lit. Yes, I'm gonna release this video after this live on both TikTok and Instagram, but it's already on Facebook. And thank you for following me here on YouTube, you guys. You're awesome. This show is gonna get more awesome, and it's gonna, I think, kick ass. And I won't just be filming in this same background all the time. Eventually I'll have green screen, because I've done green screen before, no problem. So I'm glad that I can be here with you still in this room. I'm just glad I have that opportunity. I work my ass off, you guys. I don't do, that's why I don't even have time to work out, but I'm going to have to make time. Because I'm not going to have a broken body. I'm not going to have a suffering body. This is an important aspect. This is a tuning fork, man. Tune it. It's a temple. Tune it. It's energy. This is energy. This is consciousness. Did you think about this? We're a macrocosm of the trillions of cells in our cells, cells, in our body. There's trillions of them. They're alive. They're conscious in their own way, awareness in their own way. And what do you think they think of? Don't you think they're aware of you as being the God to them? That they're part of your body, they're part of God. Same thing here. We're part of the body that goes all the way up to reality fields, all the way up to ascended master fields, all the way up to God source God. That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. We're in the God worlds. We're part of what is these divine manifestations. Manifest or demanifest. Right now we're manifest. We're in density. Levels of density. But after this density, we become demanifest. Notice as you go up in the time matrix, you're going lesser and less dense until you finally become no density. You'll leave the matrix and become no density. You'll be pure consciousness. no body, no heavy physical body, no like vapor like body, nothing, no density, no what we call particles. So imagine what these beings at those densities have hardly any particles until you have no particles. So what's left? Pure consciousness that doesn't have density, that doesn't have manifestation. That word, don't be confused what it means. Manifest. That means to take something from the higher levels of thought and bring it into physicality, manifestation of our 3D level of reality. So taking something from your mind, your consciousness, your fourth dimension, astral level. That's where we exist. We're astral consciousness having a human 3D experience. You're not this. You're the 4D consciousness indwelling. We embody this DNA. We started from fetal integration, and then it went into this cell division, So we're part of all these cells from the beginning. Our consciousness came in. And we have this discussion about, abortion. I know it's a touchy subject, but realize that according to this information, it starts already within the first 8 cells of the body. We're going to have a discussion on fetal integration, because you'll know when the soul, it's actually more accurate to say consciousness or spirit, because you're from the different levels of spirit, which is hologram. Hologram physicality, hologram density. It's denser in this part of the hologram. How can you, if you're made of this density of carbon matter, we're in the carbon matter universe, we're very dense here, but then you evolve. When you ascend, it's a leap. It's an evolutionary sudden leap in body form, in consciousness, in energy. I mean, we know that density 2, Tara, is twice the particle speed of Earth. So you would say they're 50% less dense than we are. Think about having less gravity and sort of floating or something like that. This is less matter form, less atoms, more crystal, less carbon, and more crystalline silicate. You're going to evolve into something instantaneously, like a flash of light. Well, I mean, you die and then you go into the flash of light. Like your consciousness is gone. It already went to the core. It went to the planet in density 2, or not density 2, D2, dimension 2. So we went into D2, like we have 5D, well, we have 2D, and we have 3D. It gets confusing because you think of 3D as just being 3 levels of length, width, and height. Like you get dimension. That's more. There's more than this. There's much more than 3 dimensions. And people think about it the wrong way. It's a frequency vibration. That's what another dimension is. A bandwidth. A holographic waveform. Each one is vibrating at a different speed. And so that's why the other realities, the other vibrations, the other radio stations are not visible right now. We're not tuned into it. We're tuned in. Our body, our spirit is inhabiting the body in the carbon matter universe. but our spirits are in the what? Carbon etheric universe in fourth dimension. We're in third dimension, experience, but we're really, our identity is fourth dimensional consciousness. So you are a spirit, and you are an ET. Anyways, we're from Tara, and we're trying to get back to Tara. Eventually, you'll be come back through the fifth dimension. You want to go through the fifth dimension, otherwise, fourth dimension only gets you to inner Earth, which is good. It's better than this, but they still have some major problems too. So we're trying to go beyond inner Earth by going to 5D. We want to go to 5D Tara, and that's what we talk about here in Christos Avatar. Let me give a drink. Let me get lit. Careful, careful, careful. Dang, I really needed a drink of water. It's not good to not do water, man. Anyways, you guys, I'm about to get lit. That means when I come back, I will have more of my consciousness, more of my perception. For, as long as the medicine lasts, which is usually 30 more minutes for a good more boost. And it fades over time. Probably an hour it'll be gone, But actually, it kind of, for me, lasts almost 2 hours, but I'm not going to stay live for 2 hours. I just mean, after I'm done, I still feel this awareness for a little bit longer. But when you start watching TV or making dinner, you're going to drop. You're going to get heavier. You're going to drop more down to 3D. Back to your normal vibration. Your vibration, which is also being expressed in your aura color. If you could see the aura on a machine or a computer screen, that'd be great. If you could see it, it's very interesting, dude. Because now I've proven, when I learned this knowledge, I've realized that when I used to have my business and I had good money, I had this expensive device that was supposedly meant to measure your aura through GSR, galvanic skin response. You just put your hand on top of some it's modeled after a hand, and you put your hand on there, and then it's already getting galvanic skin response. But how is that going to give you your aura? So you got to realize that vibrations are waveforms. You're thinking, you're vibrating. Your radio station, which can be perceived by other psychic beings, is your radio station. You're part of this collective human consciousness. You're in a pool of consciousness, all close together, all together. So as a collective consciousness, as in you would say, normal thoughts, in your own thoughts, or you think it's your own thoughts, but it could be one of the collective consciousnesses that you're picking up on. It could have been something that Nikola Tesla picked up on, an invention, far futuristic ideas and concepts, or advanced ideas and concepts, more brilliant, more intellectual ideas and concepts, by connecting to your higher levels. You are bringing in higher awareness, right? But even if people like these scientists have no idea about chakras, but their mind and the way it works, the way they think, it comes down to your thoughts. Well, that's why at the beginning I asked you to think about what are thoughts, and then you become aware of thoughts. Sorry, you become aware of your thoughts. You like focus on them. I'm aware of what I am saying, of what I am thinking. I am aware. I am in control. I am self-controlling my thoughts. I am in control. So as soon as you start getting into a conversation, as soon as I start talking to you, now my thoughts are on some type of you get lost in multitasking. You think you're cool on multitasking, but now you're not in this awareness. You're giving up. The more active your brain is being, you're giving up the awareness. You're sacrificing not getting awareness, because your focus is all going to, they call beta brainwaves. Most active people working, if you're working or doing something active, watching TV and exercising or something, talking to people, your brain is active. That's beta brainwaves. And the scientists have called them different types, like they call alpha brainwaves when you start to get more relaxed. Okay, so you're in alpha brainwave state. You have more creative ideas. You're comfortable, you're relaxed, your mind is in creative drifting. The more that you drift, kind of like, actually it's not good to just drift. What I mean is, the more that you're going into alpha, things that get you into alpha state, alpha brainwave, and then you realize that the next lower level is theta brainwaves. Now the brainwaves are going to, that's sleeping already by then. Kind of like you're about to go to sleep. It is like that, like right where you're going into sleep, and then there's something called delta waves, brainwaves, where it's very, you would say, lower and slower, more profound, but you're less aware. That's farther from your awareness. You wake up, you have no idea what the hell was happening down there in delta wave. But it's not as if we all got our brain connected and being measured by some machine when we're sleeping. You haven't checked lately, have you? In the freaking 90s, I was doing brain power research, mind power research, and that's in the 90s before I had PCs. No, there were still some PCs in the 80s because my grandma had some old ass system. I don't know what she had, but she was like the first one in the family to have a computer. In the 80s, right? Yeah. But it was real, my grandma didn't even have Windows yet. Windows didn't even come out, I don't think. If it was like 3.1. So, yeah, man, we're Indigo Children. Realize that our brains suck, our memories suck, and if we can use machines or computers to help assist us improve our mentality, our awareness, our consciousness, have you considered things like biofeedback? How about neurofeedback? Becoming self-aware of not just your own thoughts, but now you're becoming aware of your own body and getting measurements from it, and knowing that it's your thoughts that affect your body. It's your thoughts that affect your life. It's your thoughts that create your next. It's, whatever you're doing and thinking and doing and creating and not creating or whatever, it's being recorded in your DNA, your experience, your energies, your vibes. Your energies and vibes are all going into your DNA. That's going to be projected into your next incarnation. So if you have a piss poor, bad life, it's going to be reflected in your next life. If you were hurting and harming other people, vampiring, being toxic to other people, then it's going to be your soul family, your soul level wants to have a better experience, wants to have a more evolved experience, wants to expand, doesn't want to keep repeating your lives. That's who are true. We're an oversoul, man. No, we're a soul. This density 2 is soul. Density 3 is oversoul. So, I mean, we're all the way up to Ascended Masters. We all are. But when you come down here, now it's where have you gotten to now? Where are you at, embodied? And at this level, we're embodied in 3D. It's a low level. But some of us are Starseeds, Indigo Children, are coming in and trying to help you guys out in your ascension. There's negative, dark energies here. We're trying to balance that. So let me get lit. That means I got to roll rawhide. Yeah, I got to roll rawhide. So we're going to do that with you. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. So, someday I'll have my own place and I'll be on my own 2 feet. And when that happens, the day it happens, I'll be having my incense back. I'm not using stick incense. So, and I can't use regular incense because it would turn on the fire alarm. I've already tried it. Not at this location, but it was at the other house. I'm not going to do that again. Can you imagine? Like if we had fired those fire extinguisher things. So we find something that in this planet, like this medicine, it opens your mind to a higher level of your own self. And it's weird to you or freaks you out because in your religion or belief system, it's kind of like seems bad that you're talking about spirits. But we're not talking about spirits. We're telling you what spirits really are. But some of you don't even believe in aliens, so okay. I guess this conversation's over. How much she was. Yeah. And a lot of us are indigos and starseeds, and we do things like hippie stuff because that's what we vibe to. We're into not conformity, not like being a rebel, but more like trying to. We're aware of control systems, political systems, religion systems. We're aware of the negative things on the planet. For the most part, we're awakening to what's, our memory. We know all this stuff already. You guys don't need a teacher or a guru. Eventually, all your wisdom is going to become at your fingertips. Your memory will be back. You'll be knowing all this stuff yourself, naturally. The law of one happens naturally when someone is going towards a positive, loving life. But that may take many lifetimes. And as you've learned recently, or you've learned from this information, that's not good to reincarnate. You want to finish and complete your task here so you can move beyond reincarnation. You're going to go into where there is no more reincarnation. You'll go into a new level of consciousness and spirit, and it will be much better body and consciousness in general. Damn. It would be epic. It's going to be epic, dude. You know those beings in this movie, Prometheus? You know how he was like a giant to us? This is truly what we are like. I mean, not that appearance, I just mean in general. We're truly big. We're giant. Big bodies, big spirits, big intelligence, big life. We don't die anymore, so we have a big life. It doesn't mean you can't be murdered, I guess. I mean, you're still in a body that could perish. But we're talking about not aging and dying. Always beautiful and young. And I know that they go crazy about the body later in Tara. some of the problems come from this, from experimenting with changing the body and making hybrids, genetic modifications, and mixing themselves with other species. It's in the spirit. It's in the Templar, the DNA. The scientists are trying to do stuff artificially, I guess. Alright, guys, sorry. Don't be sorry. It's all good. But now I need a drink. What's up, Starseed? Rolling rawhide. Yeah. And after I get back, it's usually very cool, good, really very strong. Don't spill my plates. Please. We're good, man. We're good. Yeah, don't mess around. Don't mess around, right? We're good, man. Like, it's too bad that we can't just have a giant bowl full of this. But then it would get dry. You have to keep it in some oxygen-proof jar. And you kind of get irritated when it gets dried out. Now, I got some 3-ounce grinder now, but it's harder to handle, but it surely grinds better. And it has much like stronger teeth. So we're psychonauts. Not just this medicine. We would go into those worlds, into those other dimensions that we're talking about, teaching about. It's like, you have your own proof. You were witness. What are you doing? You forgot a whole piece. I didn't forget it. It just fell out. Yeah, this is a very good grinder, man. I don't have to put much strength into it at all. Now I just gotta load my pipe. And, you have a chill life, and as you just peacefully, in the privacy of your home, or wherever you are, nature maybe, and you're checking out consciousness. You want to see what's out there. You want to check it out. And that is perfectly fine, Holy One. Most places are legalizing a lot of this medicine. Every place I've gone, it's been in my areas, California, and Nevada, and Arizona. That's where I mostly would go, and there's always been no problem. It wasn't always like that, right? It's happened in our lifetime. Machivas. So we're exploring consciousness, and that's what happens when you connect to these other beings and other realities, man. You start actually getting energy you call communication, interaction in your dreams, weird synchronies in your life, like crazy, like undeniable type of synchronies. Like, there's no way this could be chance. Like, something's up, right? We did the deed. I'm gonna go outside real quick, Holy Ones, Vato Locos, because I know some of you are getting lit with me. Thank you for waiting for me, and you're just gonna take another hit, that's fine. And then we alter our consciousness and travel. Our body stays here, but our consciousness is lifting into other realities. The body feels good too in this state. It's a good medicine. It's not overwhelming like some other medicines that are very powerful. So this is just fine for what we're doing, and the knowledge is there anyways. But when you take medicine and then now explore knowledge, it's really boosting your awareness. See, when you treat it, when you're mature about it and not being just high and laughing, and I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm saying for spiritual purposes, the point is to use that same medicine that you're having a party with, but no, to be, you don't have to be alone. But I'm saying it's better to go into a dark room that you can be alone without distraction or conversation. You really want to go into those levels without sleeping. You don't want to fall asleep. So maybe it is a skill that you develop and practice. I need to stand up, but let me go get lit and then I'll be back with you. I'm just gonna, I do have the diagrams open, so let me just put it on while I go get lit, so we can continue the show at a higher level. Let me switch to the diagram. I love you, brothers and sisters. Yeah, vato locos. Yes! 12D beings. Yeah. Shiva. Yeah. Shiva. Suchi. My friends. My vato locos. There's those angels over there on the right side. That's mid-level. That's only mid-level. And you can find this diagram. The new one, this new one isn't on it yet, but you get the previous version of it is on my website right now. But I promise, hopefully within a week, lesser than that, I hope, I'll put on my site. It's on my site, the older version, but be right back. Alright, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to those of you who waited. Let me turn the camera back on. Let me see. Alright. Mocochios. Alright, let me catch up, chat. Sorry. We got Soul in the house. With that, we have Losness. Welcome back. Yeah, thank you, Holy One. Thank you for being here. I have Twinnings tea. Wow. Yeah, I love computers, man. I was building them in the 90s, my own computers. I was ordering them parts, and I never had any official training. I just learned by just reading stuff on, and that wasn't with, man, I remember I even used something called Web TV back in the day. When I lived in some apartment, you know, I couldn't get regular internet, or it wasn't as common back then. Back in the day, man. I personally was not awakened really back then. And it's, sometimes we're just activated kind of like whenever we're supposed to. Almost like a timer, you know? Or maybe something significant happens and activates you. Get you going, man. I see. Let me just blow my nose real quick. 6 seconds or something. Hey, Mousy, man. Stop messing around, dude. Little Mousy. Alright. Sorry, guys. We're about to get stabilized. We're okay. I see. Yes, Holy One. There we go. All right, I'm almost with you now. I can't watch see. But where's my crystal? Oh, there it is. Ah, you guys are so kind to each other. 1984. Dude, I'm like the oldest one here, probably. I'm 1970. That's crazy, right? 1970, vatos. I'm old, vato. I'm an old vato. I'm an old gangster, man. Somebody else got lit. It's Return of the Mac. That's in the 80s. You like vanilla tea. King Snurgle Gurgle's son, the Viking. You guys are talking about tea, how cute. Christian, we have Christian 96 Suarez in the house. That's so awesome to see you guys come back. Something must be right if you keep coming back, at least. Valerian the Mac, what's up, Vato Loco? What's up, Holmes? Alright, you guys. I'm Bird President. Damn, Candace, you're like popular and stuff. They're going to ask you for your autograph. Amachiwa. Kopa, yeah. I just wanted to say that I am single and I've never been married, but I do have a kid because we were gonna get married, but then she turned out to be a very negative person. So I didn't want to marry a negative person and being unhappy. Why? Man, I'm so glad I didn't. Anyways, yeah. It all worked out, and I got to be with my daughter, on visits, and so I was able to watch her grow up. She became 18 and independent on her own, or whatever, and haven't had another kid, so I don't need one. I guess at least I had a kid. I'm not looking into that because I definitely don't want to change no diapers. I know that's a dumb reason, but I'm not changing diapers no way. So I might as well not have a kid. Because you're going to get stuck changing a diaper if you're the father of some kid, right? Well, I got to stop that. I'm done with kids and diapers, man. I just can't handle that shit. Literal, right? I can't handle the baby's shit. And you're supposed to be a loving parent. And how can I be loving if I'm not changing the baby's diapers? I feel guilty. I feel bad. Don't worry, you don't have to make me feel bad because I already make myself feel bad. Shit. I was like a spray paint artist. And so I was working at the outdoor swap meet. So that's why it was at least outside, so the fumes would go out. But eventually I started adding fans, so the fans would, and I was against the parking lot, so I was hoping the fumes would just go out into the parking lot. For the most part, there was really not a big problem. Just sometimes I had complaints about smell. And I can understand, but that was when I was a young punk kid and making a living, and that was actually, I lived in Tucson back then. It's so weird how I've come back to Tucson. I mean, well, that's where my family is, so. I want to get to Sedona. Hey, Candace, are you still getting to Sedona? Are you going to go to Sedona, Candace? She told me she's going to go to Sedona. I just wonder if she was able to. I've been there to Sedona. Let me see if I have a picture of Sedona. I think I did, because I showed you guys the Indian chief. Right? Yeah, I showed you Sedona. Wow, no kids. That's okay. You have nieces and nephews. Yep, kids are hard work. I'm not a grandpa if you're talking about me. Mako, yeah. There we go, Burr President. So I'm not alone. Yeah, it's like you said, a hard work and a lot of commitment, right? You have to basically sacrifice too, because you have to give up a lot of your chunk of your life. It's not speech. See, when you say that, you sound like you're selfish, but no, that's something you think about before you have that responsibility. And what if there is an accident? What are you gonna do? The baby's soul has already been. You could say soul, but the consciousness is already in the body. We call it consciousness. There's a misconception. We believe. Komasitas machichewa. Chivastika ayumitas. Avastika umapa. Ama people usutoka pochi. Sotaka matichika pota aima. Siva, you are trying to connect to this awakening. It helps you perceive higher levels of beings. It trips you out, and you have a much more higher reverence. Because you see these beings, it seems like they're so much farther ahead than you, but that's just you limiting yourself, disempowering yourself. Come on, you guys, remember who you are. You're going to remember who you are. Activate your 4th strand and your 5th strand. You will remember who you are. And if an Earthseed is 5th strand, they won't be here no more. An Earthseed can ascend eventually under a hard work of spiritual journey. That's what we're for. The Starseeds are here for, to help them ascend. Just by being here, not only though, of course, but just by being here, our consciousness is helping particle spin of the planet, which accelerates the planet's particle speed and accelerates and enables the ascension, the planet to reach the Earth, to reach ascension level and transmute and ascend. So that's not our only job though, guys. We also have Stargate. We have a very important role, the most important role for the Stargates. So that's one of our main covenant. We're part of the Emerald Covenant, and that's our holy, you would say, commission. We were created to be guardians of the Stargates, the planet Earth's Templar, because we are in a very valuable system. Earth is very valuable because of inner Earth. Because of inner Earth, it's very valuable because it's inside of inner Earth. We have to go through Earth to get to inner Earth. So they have to get to us to go down into the subterranean to get to the portals, or get like a control of like Stargate 4, SG4, which is under the Pyramid of Giza. That's on top of us, of one of these Stargates in Egypt. So of course these people were advanced in their ancient times, and I talk about Atlantis. I released videos about Atlantis. I'm gonna make a big deal about Atlantis coming up. I'm trying to just get my subscribers, you guys, more of you, and then I'll work on these ancient, this, you would say, forbidden knowledge. It truly is, and now it's like people have no clue what is truly their history. On this earth, we have 25 million years of history. 25 million years! But outside of the earth and beyond earth, we're as old as 560 million years old. That's how old the human race is. Now, of course, we have much, much more ancient beings who are billions of years old, like the Anunnaki, Anu Elohim, Anunnaki, and the Draconian forces. Machiwa. And the reptilians. You know, nobody talks about them very much. There's a big interest in Anunnaki, but much lesser awareness. And, you know, most people not into spiritual stuff have no idea about the reptilians. They think that's probably just a stupid joke or a ridiculous idea. you start talking about aliens who are reptiles, they think you need to go to some shrink and get Ritalin or something. You know, the shrink will shrink your brain, your mind, your existence. Then you're going to be in La La Land, in space. Your mind will be in space on these drugs they're going to give you. Wow, they just disempowered an indigo child. Machiwa. No, dismiss that. Heal yourself. You are God sovereign free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. 3 times. One more time. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. And also my affirmation that came to me in a vision. I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar. Those are 2 powerful affirmations for as like an amulet protection, as like a talisman, personal power, spiritual power. So practice affirmations, practice meditation. I'm going to be going heavy into meditation because it's so damn popular. I can't believe it. It's in the millions. On YouTube, that's a big deal. Of course, platforms like TikTok, you talk billions. They literally have some phrases like tags that are popular. It's like that are thousands. Thousands of billions, so trillions. Damn, I just realized it. There's a few hashtags that have trillions of uses. Trillions! And that is the, on TikTok, trillions. And that is hashtag FYI, or FYP, I mean. For you page, it stands for. FYP is the most popular hashtag search on TikTok. With it's actually says, I figure out what it says, but it says like, say it was 2 trillion. It was listed though as like 2,000 like 782 billion. But 1,000 billion is 1 trillion. So I'm like, what? I just thought of that. That's freaking sick. That's crazy. It just used the tag FYP. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it was 2,000. Let me go look, you guys. And we could do this together. And also there's something that came to my mind, so I know I'm supposed to show you. Because when it comes to TikTok, this is kind of like a spiritual lesson too. So what is this? Wait a second, you guys. It says chat revenue. I'm so sorry if I missed somebody. Oh, Laziness, I'm so sorry. Holy One, I just noticed this said chat revenue. Thank you, Laziness. I hope you didn't leave. Thank you, Holy One. You're so kind. And that's not the first time. And there's got to be one more. Cass! Oh, no, it says CA. Does that mean Canada? Thank you for the Merry Christmas, Leo. You're so kind, brother. Sorry, guys. I get so it gets so strong. The focus gets so strong. Thank you, Holy Ones. You're so kind. Yeah, masitas, machica, ha ha ta, ha papa, ha chichi, ha moko, ha pa anichi, simokai, sirkamatsu. I want to be in shape for real. I can't wait to, I would say maybe in 48 hours, I'm going to start working out. I just want to do it safe because I just got healed over an injury. I don't want to lift a heavy weight and be pulled again. I gotta take I actually will have to use really, really wimpy ass weight at the very beginning just to check my body and not pulling nothing in. And then I'll get past that phase. I would say 5 weeks I won't have to worry too much about injuries because my muscles will kick in. I will start getting stronger. I know how to get strong fast. And I know good routines because I did it for years. And it doesn't matter my age if I eat well, great. If I eat great, if I go back to alkaline diet, I will shed this off and probably noticeably within at least starting at noticeably about 3 weeks. Like, it won't take long. I can go faster if I did all smoothies, but I don't want to just eat smoothies. You know, those healthy alkaline smoothies. Just eat alkaline smoothies. Man, I was losing pounds a day. Literally a day. It's no joke. I was dropping, and it went so fast, it scared me because I went way down in my 120s. I'm like, holy shit. Right? I felt so vulnerable, dude. I felt fucking vulnerable. My body did. Like, because I'm all bones. Not all bones. I mean, I was skinny. That's crazy. I think it was 128. 128, maybe. I've never in my life, well, not in my life, obviously after teenage years, been that low. And I did that through going on an alkaline smoothie diet. Literally, 2 of those a day. You could do 2 a day, but I would be too hungry. But no, you get disciplined if you do a water diet. Now, I'm not trying to give you advice. I'm going to leave a disclaimer. I'm not trying to give you health advice. So this is for entertainment purposes only. I would say I did a water fasting diet. A water fasting diet. I'm just telling you my own experience. I'm not telling you advice. So it gave me discipline over food. I had power over food after I did that. Because I knew all I had to do, it tripped me out when all I had to do was drink water to fill my appetite, to be full. I mean, to feel like I don't need to be hungry. Because you drink water to fill your stomach up. You're drinking water. You're eating water. That's your food. Not nothing at all. Especially like me, I live in the desert, dude. I need water. I always have water and have to go refill this a few times a day. Well, not as much because I try to have a little container too, so I don't have to make as many trips. So this is all some interesting information for you, holy ones. Mukata hachiwa hataka. Yeah, baby. Well, it's 8 o'clock, and dang. Let me put my battery in my phone, because... Sorry, guys. Actually, I used to do my lives on my phone, dude, and the quality kind of sucked. Of course. And I don't like it doing vertical videos, but that's what these social media wants, so. So you guys, there's a lot of, you would say, new age false creeds out there about starseeds and all this nonsense, hooking you into astrology, hooking you into readings, tarot cards. They're pulling you into these these Greek systems, these Egyptian systems, Celtic systems, lots of different systems. They're pulling you into their Kabbalah. They're pulling you into their secret mystical orders, into their coven, those Wiccans, or some type of invitation, or recruiting, masitas, hamakaichi. You are God, sovereign, free, not giving your energies to some god, not sacrificing, not giving up, not sacrificing other consciousness, treating all as one. We follow love and light and law of one. All are one. There's a complete difference in that and your dark system. You don't practice. You practice the opposite of all are one. You don't want all are one. No, we're not. There is a supreme elite being, a supreme being that you must worship, and you must be in fear. Fear God, they tell you. No. Fear. And you have suddenly you were born with guilt. You did nothing wrong, but you have guilt automatically. Wow, damn. Just being born is wrong, I guess, or sinful. You're a sinful being. You need nothing, man. You don't need. God is not outside yourself. That is the Anunnaki creed. That's their belief system. That's their way. Fear, guilt, subservience, blind worship. Oh, by the way, let's devalue women. You see all these different nations, different belief systems. It's not a nation thing. It's a religion belief system thing, and how they treat women in their religion. How does your religion treat women? Oh, well, this major religion puts women down here. You are now either the possession of your husband. Oh, he's your master. He's your king. Whoa. See these effed up creeds. Okay? Tamaka-cha-cha. We show your light. Light shines. It exposes darkness. That is light's nature. You are light. You don't play this love, light, and clueless movement thing going on. No, you're not clueless. You know the enemy, the beings that are aggressing upon us, wanting to go to war with us. We don't want war, but they're attacking us. They're up and in our planet, in our people, in our religions. And let's go back to the first one, in our people. They're been hybridizing, genetically modifying, but also hybridizing with human race, doing things, distorting and mutating our human race. We got these distorted beings mixing with the rest of the populations on Earth. You have all these different experiments going on. Why do you think they take your blood at birth? Why would you give these creatures your blood at birth? Stop giving your blood at birth. That's just an idea. I'm not telling you what to do. Certainly you're not going to be accused of saying I caused something. You have God's sovereign free will. You choose. You're responsible for making your decision. I'm not making you do anything. You do what you feel you must do, what you feel called to do. I just know that I would say it was in my 40s. In my 40s, I started seeking spiritual knowledge. I had a yearning for it, a calling. Some of you are starting to feel that. Okay? It's an awakening. A yearning to you like crazy about learning about stuff. You don't even know what's good, what's right, what's not right, what's deception. It's like a sea out there of deceptions. This is why we put the creeds right up front. We don't hide it. We don't cover it up. We don't not talk about it. We're not clueless. We know what these beings are and what they're doing. We understand what they are. Some people don't even understand. Why are you talking about aliens, Davian? I thought you were talking about spiritual stuff. Man, that's what these beings are. They are aspects of the spiritual worlds of multidimensional reality fields. And then you find out that, wow, the scientists and the spiritual religions were lying to you. Straight up freaking giving you false creed. Negative, dark characteristics of what is God, of what you are. Dark distortions of what you are. Now you've got these horrible visualizations because your religion has sacrifice in its history, in its creed, in its rituals of communion. You are practicing some dark shit. Makoya. Because these beings are dark. And you are being commanded. You have commandments. You must act a certain way. You must be a certain way. You must practice and do certain things. You are commanded. Mochiwa. Praise. Praise. Worship. These extraterrestrials, man. Why is this all these dragons? That's because they're fucking dragons, man. Upright. With the wings and everything. Not this, wow, it's a cool show. Right there. Game of Thrones. Dragons are cool, right? But shit. Dragons are these freaking extraterrestrials that are pretty freaking intelligent and powerful and very, very dark. They're called Dracon. As in dragon. So, stories, myths, legends, facts of reptilians, dracons, draconians, these reptiles, reptilians, lizards, insectoid beings, whatever you want to call them, are very dark. They want to either annihilate you or have dominion over you. You can think of a hellish, dictatorship of some sorts, of some ET proportions. Oh, you thought, well, is that a key word in the algorithm martial law? Well, what about extraterrestrial martial law? She talks about that in Voyagers 2. Some people stay on this history line and are going to suffer and be caught up in those reincarnations. How would you even get out of that one? Well, there would have to be some type of, when your karma brought you to this point of being able to have your planet taken over by, this forces. Well, that means you lost, and it's called fail. You failed as a people. You got took over. You're gonna be taken over, man. Maybe it'll be a few thousand years still, but it's coming. And it's not like you're gonna live a few thousand years. You're gonna die, reincarnate, over, jump over periods of time, different time vectors. I've even heard some of Ashiana's videos say that she was talking and saying some time matrices, like ours is a 15-dimensional time matrix. Some 15-dimensional time matrices have been completely taken over by darkness. Now, in our 15-dimensional time system, we have this 12-strand DNA template, a DNA template. And this is our template, 12-strand template. It's not distorted, it's not mutated, it's its perfect form. And in our system, darkness only goes up to 11.5. Now we make a difference from 11th dimension and 11.5 because of inner Earth. Inner Earth has been created in a half dimension. So it's explained how if there's an inner Earth now that exists because of this project, then now there's a half step all the way up to like even 11.5. So there's a 4.5, there's a 5.5, a 6.5, a 7.5, and 8.5, all the way up to 11.5. That's why there's beings like Thoth up with that DNA. Machiwa. Kacha. Thank you for being in this session, Vato Locos. Awa. I come here every day, and so if you guys want to come back again, I hope you do, man. And why haven't you subscribed? You want to learn about spiritual ascension from the spiritual perspective, because I have seen spiritual awakening videos that had no spiritual concepts in it. Huh? Okay, guys, this is me telling you. This person is like, I think, over 1 million subscribers, so they're very powerful, right? They're number one in spiritual awakening videos. I want to someday. It is my public decree. Someday I will overtake that number one spot. For this word specifically, I will have a video that burns up much farther than hers. I will take that throne, overcome that throne, overcome that Chivasu monopoly, dude. I'm a core. What's up? Hello. It's in the freaking word, dude. Spiritual awakening. It's in the word. Spirits. Are you talking about any spirits, honey? Spiritual, ritual, ceremony, consciousness, psychic perceptions and abilities, realizing higher dimensional levels of oneself. Are you talking about chakra? Okay, are you talking about Merkaba? Are you talking about DNA, honey? All right, understand? This is our decree. Thank you. I already had that decree myself a long time ago, but I mean, when I started doing this, it wasn't a long time ago now, it was a few months, but our core. We want to be connected to memory. We want to have our memory. We want to be able to remember. So every time you wake up in the morning, you want to start all over from nothing. Why don't you remember everything you have done excellent and keep on repeating excellent? Why do you have to remember? Why are you doing like primitive again? You don't remember how you did it excellent, how you do better. You're used to just doing routine. You're just used to staying in the same existence level. I'm not want to stay in the same existence level. I want to grow. I want to become better than my current self. I want to aim for my higher self. I am aware of my higher selves. Are you, brother, sister? Do you perceive them? Are you having paranormal activity, supernatural, spiritual type of stuff, huh? Or no, not at all. Completely no psychic perception. It's okay. You don't suck or something. You just haven't learned Holy One. But you will. You will become psychic. You will see beings and have divine experiences. Even it's possible, especially when you put the intention there and you're trying to go through a spiritual awakening. Starseeds, Lightworkers, awakening. Spiritual awakening. We're trying to awaken, evolve into a greater level, like a caterpillar becomes a butterfly. We're going to go through a metamorphosis. Don't you want to go through a transformation? Huh? I want to go through a transformation. I want to go into more evolved levels of myself, more and more higher activations of myself. Why not? Without having to die and reincarnate? No, thank you, honey. I want to ascend. I don't want to die anymore. How's that? Yeah. Some of you, in the end, if there's cataclysm, could be rescued, could be evac, it's called, like slang, evac, for evacuated. Some of you will be evacuated, out by these spaceships and stuff. You know, they have that prearranged. You already have that. You don't remember it, maybe. There's a lot of things you probably don't remember, but you know, you don't have an active telepathic or any type of connection, do you, to some of your ET homies? Are you getting some type of vision, some type of contact, or impressions, or some type of sense of feeling that are here or near you? So this is part of your spiritual path, you know? We're all on one, I hope so. Hope you're on a spiritual path. You're watching this video, aren't you? Thank you guys, and thank you guys for those donations. And if anyone else wants to help out, even if you're not watching this live, you can always, any of you guys can always leave donations to my PayPal email down below, which is paypal@christosavatar.com. And I put the links below. And also, guys, you can reach me if you want, or find me on TikTok, find me on Instagram. Those links should be below, and my Facebook. Sign up and talk to me if you want, or chat with other people. We have communities now, Christos Avatar communities. So thank you for being here with me. You guys are lovely. Thank you for such a lovely chat. Thanks again to Leo Murray and Candace in the house for keeping a friendly chat. It's because of them. I'm sure we don't have too much trolls, not a lot. I mean, not with both of them here. If there's only one of them, that's fine too. Just thank you guys. And so come again. I'm here every night. Anytime you feel like going deep, come here, man. Christos Avatar. Come to my live. I usually between around 5 to 5:30, more realistic. 5:30 to 6:30. You know, I start to go live between 5:30 and 6:30. Eventually, I'll be pro. When I'm on, got everything balanced, I'll be pro, and I'll have a set schedule every time. Right now, I don't, but it's between 5:30 and 6:30 when I go online, and we usually just talk about different stuff, and mostly it's something related to ascension and spiritual awakening. Peace, vatos. I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar. I love you. Peace. Blessings. Blessings to you. Awa, Apache, Hamaka, Etiwananane, Hakapasita Ishubatas, Brasta Imanorie, Brasta Iposakatacha, Sita Ichiboko Mami, Ipa Isito Oshoma, Gaiowa Asu. Much gratitude. Namaste, holy ones. Namaste. Mindfulness, joy, bliss. Kashiwa, Omochivana. So much.